Yesterday, it might be fair to say that I overdid it somewhat in the heat. I got confused. I went home without my charger, and I came back to collect it, and then went home without it again. Do you know what? I had so much fun yesterday cleaning out that expansion tank. I thought I'd do it again. Filthy. When I did Nigel's head gasket, I changed the coolant, but I didn't really properly flush it out. And I certainly didn't get very far in cleaning the expansion bottle. And I think it's time I did. Lovely. Disrespectful. As you can most definitely see, this expansion tank is utterly filthy. Only that can help it now. Biscuits. Starting the day off by bleeding the system, the cooling system on Nigel, so that not only has he got nice fresh coolant without any oily bits, but no air pockets, which means it's not going to suddenly start overheating. Well, today, what do I have on? I need to do a couple of things on this, and I need to clean it, and I need to clean that because that's filthy. It really is. It is filthy. I don't like driving a car around with great big dollops of bird poo on, but much more exciting than any of that is this. Yeah. What I've got to do with this, I've got to get a brake caliper, stick it on there so I can undo that drive shaft, that hub nut there, that's got to come off, drive shaft's got to come out. There's only one way that's going to come out, and that's by sticking the brakes on it and stamping on the pedal. But before any of that, a quick bike ride. There's nothing more satisfying than being able to stand in the middle of the road and know that nothing's going to run you over. There's probably quite a lot of things I can think of. It just feels really quite surreal to stand in the middle of the road, a brand new road like this that's been extended a bit further up, and not worry about getting run over. I like not worrying about getting run over. It's just another one of those days where everything just looks so amazing. So maybe all it is just having a ride, being able to look at things a bit more closely, just sets your imagination going, and that in turn makes you feel a bit more philosophical. And look what we have here. If you're a fan of cows, then you'll be enjoying this moment quite a lot. If you're too hot today, stand under a motorway bridge because they're really, really cool. I don't mean they're just cool to look at, cool to be around, but the air is really cool in here. It's really nice. Which is great because now I've got to go back to work and remove a drive shaft. My tripod's got 2 gold feet. Before I try and get that drive shaft out of Project Amy, little job to do on this one. Yeah, finally, I really want to get to the bottom of why that brake's making a funny sound. So I'm going to quickly do that. Plus I haven't got a proper dugger gun at the moment. A dugger. You know that really powerful buzz gun? I haven't got one on my own. I need to borrow someone else's. It's not here just yet. So, I need to do that first. It's about 4:30 now. Check the time. Yes, just check the time. It is 4:30. My day's been mostly beyond riding my bike, talking to people, messing around with Benny Jazz Mags, and messing around with Project Amy over there, trying to get the hub nut off and failing. And then talking to Craig. And then having somebody turn up to buy some wheels. So it's not been a complete waste, but it has been not very full of video, is it? And now Benny Jazz Mags gets washed. The bonnet on Jazz Mags is a little bit dull, I would say. Can't tell if it's been resprayed, but it just doesn't seem to have the same kind of shine as the rest of the paint does. So bring out the orbital buffer, and in true mustard style, forget to charge it first. So then you have to stop halfway through and get the charger out. Well, I can certainly say, having spent about 15 minutes buffing it and a portion of the black hole stuff on there all wiped off now, that I'm not impressed. It doesn't really look any different to what it did do before. Looks ever so slightly better, but not much. Noisy git. Yeah, what is it with this paint? I'm going to have to spend a while on this to make it come up really nicely. I do intend on this car being for sale in about 4 days. So as I was saying, this car has a variety of small marks that can be removed, such as that one just there. I can remove that, and I will do. Anything that makes it look nicer, because it doesn't look very nice at the moment. Oh, I could do a clean of the glass actually, because that is pretty dirty. It's time for me to go, but there's a couple of other things to mention before that happens. The first one is that I really do struggle finishing things off. Even there, I thought I was going to clean all the glass because they're all rather dirty, and I only managed to do the passenger side. Buffed half of the bonnet, cleaned half of the glass. What next should I do half of? Useless, disrespectful. I've been thinking, driving Benny Jazz mags is just like driving a diesel. I'll show you why. Stop here. Alright, okay, come to stop. First gear, set off. Second gear. Third gear. And then into fourth at 40. Feels like you're going really quickly, but you're not. You're not really using the rev range for a start. That's because you don't need to. Oh, well, last night, of course, I did my first ever live thingy. Just nothing, just completely impromptu. I only did it because I didn't have a video to post, and I'm used to posting videos every day. And I don't really know how well it went. I just did a bit of cooking and talking. There's nothing good about camera angles or anything like that. It was just all just live and a mirror image as well, which also isn't able to want. But the thing is, should I do it again? And next time, should I tell you that I'm going to do it in advance? You know, maybe the day before, maybe a few days before. Maybe I should have a date to do it and have something to actually talk about. Yeah, maybe I could do that. And you know, for those that find following a man in his yard who just messes about with cars and his escapades interesting, you could have some questions. Imagine that. Imagine indeed. Well, anyway, that's the end of today's rather unfruitful video that started off yesterday and still didn't really get anything properly finished. At least I started. You know, a start is as good as a rest. What is a start as good as? Well, unless you start, you definitely can't finish. You've got to start somewhere. So the start's really important. What am I on about now?